Hey everyone, welcome back. And in this video, let's just quickly go over through what an iframe is. Iframe is sort of a special tag in HTML and one of my favorites because it sort of allows you to, explore your way into external web and actually provide interactivity from external websites without leaving your own websites. And hear me out, there's a big asterisk over there because not all websites, in fact, most websites don't allow this to happen. Let me tell you how this happens, first of all. So I'm going to have an iframe tag and I'm going to give it an src of, let's say, codedamn.com, because I know it is not restricted as far as I remember right now. Yeah. So you can see this web page, this 161.35, whatever it is able to load codedamn.com like this. And it sort of loads in the mobile preview because the iframe is a small. So what's happening here is I can just go ahead and say codedamn for mobile version, right? And I could sort of like give you a look and feel of how this would behave in a mobile version, right? I can go ahead and say iframe width 300, height 300, and I'm going to say border 0 so that I just remove this thing, right? So now you can see it's sort of, or maybe like border 2 pixels solid black, or if you are more creative, you can sort of have a phone like background, right? So you would have a very nice interface. So you can sort of see like how this thing happens, right? So I'm actually embedding a whole different domain inside another domain, right? So yeah, that's pretty cool actually. But you're gonna see most websites, like for example, if I try to embed google.com, you're gonna see that you pretty much get nothing. And the reason for this is if I just go ahead and open this in a new tab and go to the console to see errors, you're going to see that you get a refused to display google.com in a frame because its X-frame options is set to same origin. What this means in layman language is that Google says that I will not allow myself to be embedded into any website except if it is coming from Google's domain itself. Right? So first of all, I'll just not really go into the security implications of why websites don't really allow this, but you can think of in this way that this sort of behavior is not secure. Even I should not really allow this to happen, but for now it sort of works. So if you're seeing this in future and codedamn.com does not work with iframe, you know why? Because I woke up one day and just decided to make this as a security thing on codedamn as well. But anyway, what iframe allows you to do, you might have seen now, is that it allows you to embed different content altogether from another page itself, right? So one very sort of example, very nice example of this is that if you want to embed a YouTube video, let me just show you a real simple YouTube video. Let's see if I can find any good. So this is my video from my YouTube channel, Codedamn. And I'm just going to go ahead and embed this, not really like this. Actually, just go back and go to the share section. And right here, inside the embed, click on this. And you can see YouTube actually gives you an iframe code. Again, you can see it's not really giving you any nasty scripts or anything. But it's actually giving you an iframe code with an src attribute pointing to something like this. youtube.com embed in this. And all the other stuff, right? So you can probably look up this if you want, but this just means, having certain API accesses. But this means that now you have embedded a YouTube video nicely on your website. If you go ahead and open this URL in the new tab, you're going to see it sort of looks like the same way how this video was embedded. And that's why it appears like this, right? In the nice embedded form. One thing you do have to remember is that don't really try to go ahead and iframe a lot of things. Why? Because, it's not really something you should just be bothered about if you're doing like 5-10 iframes. I'm talking about like 100 or 200 iframes per web page. Because when you do an iframe embed, the browser actually creates a sandboxed environment for that particular page as well. So everything in this URL is running in its own sort of container. So you can think of, this might be a bad analogy, but you can relate to it. you can think of a single iframe as a single open tab. And we all know that if you try to open multiple tabs on Chrome or any browser, it sort of like becomes very sluggish. So this is same thing with your website, because your website, every single iframe is running in a sort of a sandbox, just like every single tab is. It would create performance issues real quick if you try to just go very convenient with the iframe embed thing, right? So this is like something you should remember. So yeah, that's pretty much it for iframes. So when you need them, you can use them if the website owner allows. So yeah, very convenient. For example, right now I'm embedding the response of this domain as an iframe in this website, right? So if the more you know how CodeDAM works. So you can see this website, this response which you see is actually from this URL. And if you just go ahead and try to take a peek into this, you could see right here, you would be able to see that this is an iframe, right? So that's how it works. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I'm gonna see you in the next one really soon.